Hello and welcome to Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff and today we've got another large set to review. It's kind of becoming a trend, isn't it? By the way, I do have a few more. I've got the Disney Castle, I've got Hocus Pocus, let's see. Oh, and I've got Green God's Bank down there. I've got, in the Batcave, the Shadow Batcave, and the large Hogwarts. Yeah, I've got quite a few more sets to do. So anyway, today is this one, the Razor Crest, which is the Star Wars Mandalorian Ultimate Collector Series set. It retailed for $599.99. It was released in 2022, so yes, I'm a little late on this one. 6,187 pieces, 4 minifigures, and it is officially Lego Set 75331. Now that we have all that out of the way, let's talk about a few things. Let's talk about value. Well, when it comes to value, like I already said, it retails for $599.99, 6,187 pieces, 9.7 cents a piece. Now for a licensed set, that is a really good value. I would give it a 10, but it's got one problem. I spent $600 on this, and there's 18 stickers, and I'm sorry, after seeing the Ferrari and those weird shapes that they have on those pieces, and they were able to print them on there, I'm sure they can print it on here. So, had they printed it, I'd give it a 10, but they didn't, so because of stickers, it's only a 9. All right, let's talk about creativity next. Creativity is a whole nother story. I love the creativity on the set. Now, I've seen the first 2 seasons, and that's it, of The Mandalorian, and, well, because of that, I know this ship pretty well. And I love this ship. I hate that it was blown up by Gideon. Ugh. I wanted to reach through the screen and punch him for doing that, to be honest. Anyway, creativity is very high because, well, I love how these things move just like in the show. And it's got both sides that do that. I love the fact there's an escape pod looking thing. And it's more than actually, it's not really an escape pod. It's where they stick the people who are on carbonite. But anyway, I like it. It does open up. There it goes. And then you can put them in there. Speaking of in carbonite, hopefully I'll remember to show you the 2 carbonite things in here. A couple of things about creativity besides the actual, like, the details, which I will show more. This set is large. It's 29 inches long, 20 inches wide, and 9.5 inches tall height. Now, for my friends who are not in the U.S. and do not use the Imperial system, that is 73 centimeters, 51 centimeters by 24 centimeters tall. So it does have a lot of depth to it. Now, the thing I like about it is that the way they built it. The way they built this is, first of all, this piece just kind of sits on there by gravity. And I like that. That's a pretty cool use of the snot technique. And so it comes off. And when it comes off, and I will change the camera view here in a second, but before I do, there's also doors on each side here and little platform things that come down. Also, this engine area comes off so you can see the inside, and we will see the inside here. And this little cover comes right off, and so does the piece that holds it on sometimes. So, but you got some amazing detail on here. And in addition, you've got this back ramp that comes down. Now, this thing was kind of fragile in the thing, and it didn't. Oh, well, yeah, there it goes. It's not that bad this time. All right, I guess the last time I smacked it together, it decided to stay together. So we've got this here, a little ramp. Now that everything that comes off, or I'm sorry, I spoke a little too soon, comes off, and this does too, by the way. Let's go ahead and let's get a different shot of this right down in the, looking down on it. So looking directly down on it, you'll see that the cockpit is very detailed with different computers and a nice swivel chair. And then you've got the back spot here. And this is where Grogu, he sits. This piece here, I don't know where it goes. I'll tell you a very sad story. When I built this, I accidentally knocked it off the table, and I only had one bag left. And this thing had like 36 bags, I think it was, and I was on bag like 35, and I knocked it off the table. So I had to build it all over again, and I don't know where this goes. Anyways, this opens up here, so you can get down inside the bottom area, and this is very fragile. So let me try to put there we go. And you've got this nice door that opens up. I love this door. I think it looks great. Looks very like Star Wars themed. And you got a little snack for Grogu here. And also on the inside, I like the fact this comes off. This here is a weapons cache, just like in the movie when the prisoner, this blue guy over here, decided to try to, he said he had to use the restroom, called it something else. But anyway, when he did that, he tried to get in here, but he was caught. And when he was caught, well, different things happen to you. And one of the things that I do like about this set is that as a bounty hunter, he has his carbonite chambers. And there's two of them in here, and this guy kind of looks like Greedo, but Greedo, of course, is not the only person of that species in the Star Wars universe. And we've got this over here. We've got a little kitchen area. We got some Boba Fett armor over there. And so we've got a lot that's like right here in this little package. So creativity's a 10. I mean, I don't know what else to give it. I mean, there isn't anything, seeing the movie and everything, or the show, I don't see a detail they left out. They even have the front cannons on this thing, which are very, very accurate to the actual show as well. So I give it a 10. Playability is 10 as well. And mainly it's because how easy this thing opens up. The engines being so accurate, the little pod for the carbonite, everything that I've explained here just makes the playability a 10. Ease of build's a different story. Ease of build's only a 7. It was a difficult set to put together. Not as difficult as some of the others I put together recently, but it does have a Technic frame, which again lends to the weakness of, well, if you not necessarily skip a step, but skip one pin or put it in the wrong hole over, later on you're going to find out and you're going to have to tear it down, and tear it down is such a pain, especially with some of these pins not having a head to them, so it's hard to get to and pull them out. So anyway, that's why ease of build's only a 7. Part out value, I would give it a 10, except for there's a lot of wedges on this thing, and you guys know I don't like wedge plates that much. They're kind of hard to use other places unless you like building little military airplanes, like my friend Brent, who's part of NUT-LUG, which is part of my group. So anyway, he likes building military style airplanes. So for him, all these light bluish gray wedge plates would be awesome, but for me, they're not. As far as the part of value is 9, like I said, if you average all that together, that's an overall score of 9. Now there is a few more other things about this set, so let me go ahead and let me grab the boxes and we'll discuss that for a second here. Like I've said in the past, I don't keep too many boxes. This box is a keeper to me because not just the outer box, but the inner box, which I'm going to show you here in a second, is great. This is a great picture of the Razor Crest. And on the back side of this box, well, you've got some good pictures of what's inside, which I've already showed you. I like that. And in addition, you've got 2 inner boxes. And the box art on these is excellent. I like how they show the one side where it's like this, and then you turn it around and he's got his head in a slightly different position. Really nice box art. And then we get box number 2 here, where kind of the same thing. We've got the Mandalorian protecting Grogu as he gets off the ship. And on the other side, we have a picture of the Razor Crest either taking off or landing, I can't tell. So I like that. And there's one more thing I forgot to mention, and I will mention it now, and that is the plaque. I do like these plaques. They are really cool, and they do have a little bit of information. Most of the Ultimate Collector series come with this. And then we've got the guy who I believe his race is an Ugnaught, if I'm saying that right. And I believe they first appeared in Return of the Jedi. Or I'm sorry, Empire Strikes Back. What am I saying? On Cloud City. And I like the little animal he's on. I like that it's brick built because it gives more detail. Anyways, this guy's included in here, and a total of 4 minifigures are included in this set. There's a lot here. I hope you've liked this video. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. There are 4 instruction booklets with this set, and there's 1,696 steps to this thing. So anyway, that's all I have for this video. If you would, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and leave me a comment below. Also, head over to Bricklink. I got a store there, about 800,000 pieces. We ship within 1 business day in most cases, and basically you get pieces for your builds. I get the money to continue the channel, whether it's buying a new set to show you guys, whether it's building the city, or if it's fixing up the shop itself, because the shop still needs a lot of work. So I would appreciate it if you check my store first before you go anywhere else when you're going to make purchases for your Legos set or your Lego pieces. All right, guys, be good to each other, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.